I have got so much stuff to list. This is going to take me a while. Hello and welcome back to Tom's Tap. I've got another day in the life type video today. If you are new to the channel, my name's Tom. I recently decided to become a full-time eBay reseller. This is the shed that I work out of to run my new business. Basically, I buy stuff for a low price and then I sell it for a high price, and that's how I make my money now. And in these videos, I just show you through the process, what I buy, what I sell, how much I sold it for, show you how I package things, how I list things. Hopefully it can be useful to anyone that's just starting out themselves. But without further ado, let's get into the video. So if you saw my last video, you would have seen that I traded a load of stuff into CEX to get vouchers so that I could buy a new laptop for my business. This is the laptop that I bought. It's now arrived. This is going to help me out massively. I can now do all of my listing in here, and I can process all my orders, print stuff, print labels. Now the laptop I bought, it's not actually a laptop technically, it's a Chromebook, which is like a cheap sort of version of a laptop. It's not the best, it is a little bit slow. I'm going to maybe look into getting a RAM upgrade on this, but it'll do the job for now. So yeah, pleased to have that. That's another thing ticked off my list that I need to get for the business. The next thing will probably be a label printer. I'm not sure which one I want to get yet. If you've got any suggestions, please let me know in the comments. So today's Monday. I usually do these videos on a Monday, and then I've got the rest of the week to focus on the business. But over the weekend I've made quite a few sales, so let me show you what I sold. So the first sale was these Made in England Doc Martens. Sold those for £70 plus postage. I paid £30 for them at a charity shop last week. Next up was this Nintendo Switch game, Pokemon Scarlet. Sold that one for £30 plus postage. I picked up all of them Switch games at a carboot a few weeks ago. I think I paid £60 for all of them.
I could probably do 60 quid for all the Switch games.
Cheers, mate. So there's not massive profit there, but there is still a bit. But yeah, nice easy sale. And then I sold this one as well. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon on the Switch. That one also went for £30 plus postage. So there's my money back from them too. And then whatever I get for them, that'll be the profit. And then we got a few things out of this box that I've sold. First thing is this Xbox One console, bundled with these games. Sold this for £80 plus postage. I paid £45 for that at a car boot sale, but it did also come with this as well, which I've got up for £20. So decent profit there. And then we also sold this PS4 controller. I got that from my house clearance contact. I think I paid £5 for that, and I've sold that one for £29.99 plus postage. And I've got a couple more things to come out this box. I sold this bundle, Nintendo DSi console with games. I got those. I got the console from the tip, and then I've just picked these games up randomly at car boot sales for a sort of £1 or 50p each. Basically got this for next to nothing. I sold that bundle for £48 plus postage. And then we also got this pink PlayStation 2 console from my last video. I sold that one for £70 plus postage. They've not paid yet. Hopefully they'll pay today and I'll get that sent out for them. But yeah, I got that off my house clearance guy as well, and I've paid £40 for that. And then I sold this PlayStation 1 console, cables and controller. I sold that for £30 plus postage. I think this is the console I got off John Luke. That's the controller I got off him, and then I got these wires at a car boot sale, I think, for about 50p each. And then the last sale was these Loft Zone loft boarding struts. I had them left over from when I was doing carpentry. I sold them for £40 plus postage. I've got to dig them out, but as you can see, my unlisted shelf is getting a bit manic, so might have to put myself on a buying ban for a little while, because as you can see, I'm just drowning in stuff. Getting the stuff in is the easy bit, that's the fun bit as well. But I have been working through all this, getting stuff all listed, clean, tested and skewed up, putting it in all the boxes. but yeah, it's coming in quicker than I can get rid of it, so I might have to sort of not go to a car boot for a week, not buy anything for a week, and just get through all this, get on top of it, because otherwise it's just gonna just keep piling up, and yeah, I need to just get on it. Thought I'd just show you this, which is quite a useful little packaging tip. I've got these are like large letter boxes. You can buy these online, they come flat pack like this. They're quite cheap to buy, but it just gives extra protection for sending games. So what I've done, I've got this like thick foam stuff. I think I found this in a skip, but yeah, I'm not quite sure where you'd buy this stuff from. That's what it's called, if you want to try and look it up. But what I've done, I've taken two pieces, so I've made it so one fits in there, and then I've drawn round the game on one of them and cut it out, and then that just sits in there nice like that. And what that does, it just packs the box out nicely, and then that'll go as a very secure large letter. These boxes are quite flimsy, so without doing this, they sort of like, so it gets squashed. But if you just fill it in like that, that'll get there very safely. Now this works quite well with like PlayStation 1 games, because if you ever try and send these as large letters, I think by the time you put it in a jiffy bag, obviously a jiffy bag for a PlayStation game isn't a very good idea, because that will just get damaged and cracked. And if you wrap bubble wrap around that, it then makes it too thick to go as a large letter. But this technique works really well, so obviously you'd cut round that. With a PlayStation game, you'd probably have to cut through both layers, but then that'll just sit in there nice and securely. It can't rattle around, all the edges are protected, and then you've got this sort of thick cardboard which just protects the case. So yeah, I thought that was just a nice little tip. Hopefully that'll come in handy for someone. So what I then do is just tape around all the edges. And you have it really nice and secure, nice and padded, can't move around inside. But yeah, it's especially good for PlayStation games if you ever want to send them as large letters. So that's them lot all packed up, ready to go. Just need to put the labels on and go drop them off. I'm getting a lot quicker at doing this now. I managed to get all them packed up in about 35 minutes. So pretty decent. I haven't packed that up yet because they still haven't paid. Not going to bother until they've paid. Same with them, they've not paid either, so I'm definitely not getting all that down until the payment's gone through. So yeah, we'll get them dropped off, and then next order of business is to find somewhere to start on dealing with all this lot. So I just got back from dropping off them other packages, and typical, I've just sold some more stuff, and then I've had some other people pay for them other bits as well. So I'm going to get them out, get them packaged up today, but I won't send them off until tomorrow now. So I just sold another PlayStation 1 console. This one went for £38 plus postage. And then the next sale that came through was this. It's like a Micro Machines Star Wars toy. I actually won that on the Garage live stream that Ricky Resells and John Luke does.
Going again. Going again. Tom's Tats took it now. I know he's here. That's going to save me some postage. He's buying the thick console off me. Sweet.
Well done to Tom's Stats.
So every Wednesday they do a live stream and they do auctions and giveaways. Yeah, and I won this on the giveaway right at the end. So if you've never been on it, I highly recommend checking that out every Wednesday. But yeah, this isn't something I actually wanted, so I've just sold that for £10 plus postage. And then the last thing, the guy that bought them has now paid, so I'm going to put the camera down, pull them out and get them packed up as well. So for them struts, I've got these two big boxes. I think what I'm going to do is just cut them up and then just wrap them around all that. Should do the trick. Got a good little tip here, I thought it was worth showing. A subscriber pointed this out to me, but it's a really good idea, so I thought I'd show it. To save on void fill, when you've got a box that's a bit too big, if you just roughly mark out where the box needs to be, and then cut the corners down. And then I've been using like an old game case. Put that in there like that, and then score it with a knife or a pair of scissors. And then you do that all the way around. Doing this with a game case works perfectly. And then stuff back in. And you just fold the corners over. That look. Almost like it was made like that, nice and neat. And then you're not wasting loads of void fill. I ain't got any brown paper at the moment, but I will just put a bit in there, bit of bubble wrap. There you go. Thought that was a really good idea, so I'll try and find your comment in the comments and I'll put it up on the screen because it's a very useful tip, that is. So that's all them done. There's two small ones. I'm going to drop them off in the morning. That big one there, I'm going to have to arrange for Parcel Force to pick that up, hopefully tomorrow. He still hasn't paid, but with all that out the way, I can now start focusing on getting this absolute massive shelf full of stuff, getting it all listed. So the past couple of weeks, I've just been listing consoles and stuff, which is a hell of a lot of work. All the sort of cleaning and testing and everything, it just takes ages. And I've been selling stuff quicker than I can replenish it, and I'm having stock come in quicker than I can get it on my store as well. So I'm going to have to give myself a buying ban for a little while, I think, just because I've got so much to get on with and it's becoming a bit overwhelming. So what I'm going to do today is I'm just going to pick out all of the sort of quick and easy stuff. So things like that, that's like a sealed Lego box. That doesn't need cleaning or testing or anything. Literally just need to take photos of that and get it listed. So today, that's what I'm going to be doing. Anything in here that's quick and easy, I'm going to pull it out, get it photographed, get it listed.
5 minutes later.
So I've gone through the shelf and I've picked out all the stuff that's going to be nice and easy to list. Got it all over here. Now I've given everything a brief clean, just to wipe down with a damp cloth, nothing major. That's all ready to be photographed now. So I'm going to take an item one at a time, get it on here, get some photos done. And then what I'll do, I'll spend the rest of the day just making listings. I'm going to upload maybe 10 of them today, and then I'm going to schedule the rest to drop, say, 5 each day throughout the week. So most of the stuff I've got here, I've got for next to nothing. A lot of it is from my tip contact. I told him that I've gone full time on eBay. So he started getting me sort of different stuff now. So normally it would be like video game stuff. But he was always saving back like toys and stuff, which he used to take to auction. And I said to him, now I'm going full time, I'll buy all that stuff off you as well. So I'm going to get a lot more stuff coming in now. So all these toys and stuff, that's all from him. And then I've got another mate that also does house clearances. And he actually gave me a few bits for free. He gave me these books, these jars, a few of these bits, which was very nice of him. Shout out to him if you're watching. This one here, I got from the Carboot. I paid 45 quid for that. I do have all the charger and batteries for it. They're not in there at the minute. But when I first bought that, I thought it didn't work. But I've since put some new gas in it and I tried it and it actually is working now. So should be able to get about 250 to 300 for that. So when I first started out doing reselling, I was actually doing it wrong. So for those of you who don't know, I used to be a carpenter before I was doing this, and the way you make money in carpentry, for instance, if you're, say, hanging doors, you'll go throughout a house, you'll hang all the frames, then you'll hang all the doors, then you'll do all the handles. You do it all in stages. That's how you make money in carpentry. You don't just go fit one frame, one door, one handle, then move on to the next door, because it wastes time. So when I started doing this, I kind of took that mentality and started trying to do it with reselling. So I had a big pile of stuff and I thought, right, so Monday I'll clean it all, Tuesday I'll test it all, Wednesday I'll photograph it all, and then Friday I'll list it all. That's how I was sort of thinking it works, which I was completely wrong about, because I was doing all this work and I wasn't getting anything listed each day, and each day I was selling stuff, so my stock was going down and it wasn't getting replenished. So I want to give a shout out to Ricky Resells for pointing this out to me, that that's just not how you do it. You need to make sure that you're listing stuff every day. So what I've been doing now is, obviously I've got a big pile of stuff, and what I'm doing is each day I'm pulling out a manageable amount of stuff, and then I'm cleaning all that, testing all that, photographing all that. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to get that manageable pile, get it all listed by the end of the day. And by doing that, I'm selling stuff each day, but I'm also replenishing it each day. So massive, massive thank you to Ricky for that, because that's been a huge help. So what I do when I'm doing my photographing, I make a little list. So I write down the item on the left, I do a brief description of what it is, so very good, excellent, new, sealed, whatever it may be. And then I write down what box it's in or what shelf it's on. And then I'll sit down with that, I'll start getting it all listed on the laptop. And as I say, I'll probably put 10 listings live today, and then I'll make the other listings, but I'll schedule them so that they drop throughout the week each day. So with that done, I'm going to sit down now and get that all listed. I won't bore you with it, so I'm going to end the video there. I hope these videos can be helpful to people, for anyone starting out. I hope I can help teach you a few things that I've picked up. Obviously I'm just starting out myself, so I'm still learning, but yeah, as always, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please do consider subscribing if you haven't already, and I'll catch you in the next one.